We are almost live here. We are almost live here. I think we're live. Okay, cool. We're live. And looks like notifications went out. Just waiting for some of you guys to arrive here. Drinking some kafefe. Just took Rogie out for a little walk. Hey, Doc.
Holland Daisy. I got my dings.
Good.
Phil. Hey Nay.
Hey, Phil.
Hippie chick. Morning Nay.
Hey, hippie chick. Um, Let me see what else is going on.
AKA Trendy Orca.
Hey, Sean.
Good morning Nay, enjoying some kofef.
Yeah, me too, buddy. I got it going on over here with the kafefe. I'm just gonna check a couple things here. Okay. And I got my new
83.
I got my skin, man, for I got my skin for Vanguard for the Terminator, the metal Terminator robot guy. I was like, I want to be that guy. So I got that.
AKA Trendy Orca. Fuck yeah,
I'm the
Nay, you
goat.
are the best. The goat.
Cool. Thank you. The lawn looks nice and cut. So I've got some bad news. My weed killer didn't work, like Billy Valentine said, man. It's like I tried vinegar. It didn't kill the fucking weeds. Well, guess what? It didn't do a goddamn thing to the grass, bro. Nothing. I'm gonna have to get actual weed killer. I really wanted to be able to do this naturally, but the vinegar, 20% white vinegar to water, it did not work at all, bro. I mean, it killed clover. It did kill the clover, but the grass weeds and
AKA Trendy Orca. Time to break out the flamethrower.
I know,
now.
right? There's like there's like a little mini weed. It's like a mini clover, and it kind of hurt that. But I'm telling you, a lot of the clover survived, actually. I tell my mom the bad news. She's going to be pissed that didn't work. I sprayed the whole backyard, dude. None of it freaking worked. So, I guess it's fucking GMO Roundup or some shit, I'm going to have to spray. My lawn guys had some poison that they used and it worked great. I don't know what they were using, but I could probably text my lawn guy and just ask him what's the brand of weed poison that you use, because I told him I wanted them to do this, and he did it once and then never again, and they've just let all the weeds grow back in. And I'm like, dude, we'll pay you for it, just charge us for the time or whatever. But I don't want to do this shit. I'm gonna have to if they won't. So I'm sick of looking at it. Here. I'm sick of looking at my weeds that didn't die. So I'm closing down, man. I'm closing down the walls here, so I don't have to look out there. We're going into fucking spaceship mode. We're going into alien mode, man. So you guys, speaking of space stuff,
Brown.
Nick,
Show.
what's up, buddy? What are you working today, buddy? What are you doing? I'm going to start up Vanguard, so give me a second while I do that. Oh, geez, is that cool enough? Did it cool down? Okay. Okay.
Sean AKA Trendy Orca. Hashtag alien mode in the show.
Hashtag alien mode in the show. I love it. More interactions like that, please, guys. I love it. I mean, come on, man. This is great. I like when you participate and say funny shit. Aren't we here to have fun, man?
Nick Brown.
Turn the fan on. Hauling dirt.
Hauling dirt. Got stung by a European hornet to start my day.
What did the hornet say before he stung you? Hello there, chap. Give you a little of the bite this morning. A little bit of the sting for you. Bastard. He's like, good day, cheerio. Pip and a cheerio. Mate.
Sean aka Trendy Orca. Hell yes, nay, having a blast with you, nay.
Thank you, Sean. I'm having a blast with you, buddy.
Hippie chick. Happy 710.
Yes, happy 710. So you guys want to see my stuff? Here, look, let me show it to you. Look. I won the skin. It took 17 levels, man. I finally got it. There it is. That's me. I got it.
Phil. A little stingy sting bloke.
A little
Big
stingy
Merc
sting bloke.
Retweeted bid.
Stingy sting. You were trying to say stingy sting and it came out stingy. That's
Sean
funny.
aka Trendy Orca.
Stingy Stingersons.
Sup hippie chick.
Merkmeister, you're retweeting me. Thank you, buddy.
Doc Hollandaisy.
Ducky.
That's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, I like
that
it.
Skin.
I like it. Let's make this into
Maxie
another.
Williams. Hey May, how are you?
Scene. Gaming. Here we go. And now this, we're just gonna make this a little smaller over here, and make me bigger down here. See if we can find the chat here.
Megsy Williams. Replying to Megsy Williams, nay. Sean aka Trendy
What if
Orca.
this was the chat?
Badass skin, nay, congrats on unlocking it.
Thank you. There's the chat. Cool. Good. Oh, awesome. We got the chat. We got my dude walking across the screen, man. That makes me happy. That is my accomplishment for the last 2 days. Was I wanted that skin and I worked on it. Iceman's like, you gotta grind, bro. And I went in there and in 3 matches I freaking had it. 3 or 4 matches, man. It was done deal. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about fact checking this morning. This is for anybody that decides to get into some kind of an argument with somebody on the internet. And when someone says something...
Big Merc 83. Did you get the Tech 9?
No, I got to work on that one. That's the next thing. The Tech 9's going to take me a little while. I got to build up... I got a lot of killing to do with the small machine guns to do that. I got a lot of killing to do. Anyway... I was on Twitter. I'm trying to figure out how to start this conversation off. It's going to be short. I was on Twitter, and I showed a video of Joe Biden. He shook I want to say I can't remember if Harry Reid or one of the Democrats. He shook his hand, and then Harry Reid went and shook somebody else's hand, and then Biden put his hand up as if to shake his hand again. And was going like this, as if to say, hey, man, are you going to shake my hand? Your hand just was shook. He was the first hand you shook, and you doing that makes it look like you forgot that you just got your hand shaken, right? I got the video. It's up. It's on. Yeah, Schumer. Chuck Schumer, thank you. It was Schumer, thank you.
Big Merc 83. He just wanted the double shake.
He wanted the double shake? Are you just making, did you just pull that out of your ass, Merc? It was obvious that the man had forgotten that he just had his hand shaken. It was obvious. And so I said on a post on Twitter, I was like, the man just forgot that he shook someone's hand a second before. You're saying that his dementia is non-existent?
Big Merc 83. Yes.
Yes, what? You're just pulling shit out of your ass? Okay. Cool. That's funny. So this guy says to me, he's like, a quick search on the internet shows that Joe Biden was waving at the crowd. And I'm like, wait, I saw the video. He never did a wave. All he did was he held his hand up for another handshake. He never gestured at anybody else. So I'm like, that doesn't even make sense.
83. Pulled out of ass.
Yeah. Do you know what he did?
Phil.
He just
He
searched on
actually had a look like
Politifact for
WTF,
something.
Where's my handshake?
He pulled up the first thing he found on Politifact and said that Joe Biden didn't forget a handshake, right? And it was from an incident from April. And he didn't even realize that that's what he was doing. He was like, well, a quick fact check from Politifact. So I said, hey, dude, this was from April. Okay, this whole handshake thing just happened last week. So that thing that Politifact is referring to was another handshake gate. Not this handshake gate. Another handshake gate. Get your handshake gates right. Okay? And when are we going to have Gates Gate? We got to have a Ron, what's that guy's name? I want us to call him Ron DeSantis. Matt, we got to have a Matt Gates Gate, right? I'm sure we've already had one. There's probably been several. They'll just call it a Matt Gate instead of Matt Gates. I'm killing it all day today. I had that joke. I had that one joke that I just said. I'm killing it all day, bro, with that one joke. Okay, so I just said to the guy, "You're a clown," because you're trying to put me down. You're trying to say I don't do my fact checks, and the hypocrisy and the irony behind all of this is you're the one that didn't bother to look at the date of your Politifact, little meme that you decided to post. You didn't look at the date. It's right there on your meme, April 20th. It says it right there. So that's a problem if you're doing a fact check and you're not checking your own sources and you're not just reading the fine details. Next time you try to call someone on their bullshit, make sure you check your own bullshit first. That's basically what I'm saying. If you fancy yourself a fucking fact checker on Twitter, make sure you're doing it right. You know, that motherfucker wasn't his job to go around trying to fact check me. I get my facts right. I looked at the video. I saw the video. It was from Sky News, who I don't trust. But it was a piece of video. It did look unedited. It looked like a solid piece of video. It was just him forgetting a handshake. Boom. It was simple. You know, and I'm going to say, yeah, the man's fucking riddled with dementia. He doesn't even remember he shook a hand 1 second ago. You know, you forget where you put your car keys. Everyone does that. But you forget a handshake from 1 second before? I mean, 1,000 milliseconds before. That's seriously 1 second.
Download Twitter,
as long as that other handshake took
and search at Nays Garden.
2 seconds, 3 seconds, and then he put his hand out again.
News for
that's a problem when you're the leader of the free world. That's a problem when you're the president of the United States. You know?
Big Merc 83. What if Ross Perot won back in the day? Hippie chick. Great advice to check sites.
Yes. Thank you. All right, let's go to some Gorilla Glue now because I'm a little worked up. I like watching my guy walk there, you know? That's fucking awesome. Okay, man, I am getting this bud destemmed, pulling the stem out of it, and in doing that, it breaks apart very easily. It just comes apart because there's nothing. The stem is basically the skeleton of the bud, and you're like pulling the skeleton out of the bud, and then it just kind of falls apart with no backbone, no spine, no ribs, so to speak. So now I'm ready to smoke. I've cooled down a little bit because it is a little hot today. Sure gonna get really hot. So I slept really good last night. I've been watching Workaholics because fresh. I've really been enjoying it.
Happy 4/29 at 9:18.
You hit 429. God, hippie chick, you're just trying too hard. Stop trying so hard. 429. She's trying so hard to get that out on time. She hit a 9 instead of a 0. So, I like what I've done here. I did it with the shotgun. I used the shotgun. He's got his shotgun right there. I had to go get some one-shot kills with the shotgun. I've got the buds are ready to go. I'm ready to smoke. I'm grabbing my lighter as we speak. Happy 420, hippie chick. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody.
Hippie chick. LOL. Hippie chick. I gotta put on those damn glasses. Big Merc 83. I started watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Good choice. It's a good show. Those guys are funny as fuck. You gotta love a show that's got a bunch of funny people on it, you know? It doesn't matter what they're doing or what they're saying because they just do it funny. You know, the way they say their shit or the influx of their voice or the dramatic pauses that they do or whatever, you know?
Big Merc 83. It's great.
Oh boy, did I need that bong hit, and then I needed that fan directly afterwards.
Big Merc 83. Is that the kid from Sixth Sense all grown up in that show too?
No, I don't think so. No, his name is Adam Devine. That's not the same guy. It's not the Sixth Sense kid. But I bet they do some Sixth Sense jokes in Workaholics. I bet you at some point he says, I see dead people, or I see drunk people, or I see high people, or something. I wouldn't be surprised if they make a reference to that somewhere in Drunkaholics.
Big Merc 83. He has the eyes.
He has the eyes. I know, and he uses them too. It's so funny. He was trying to act like he was a model, and he was squinting his eyes like he was really cool. He was like, "Don't you see how good looking my face is?" And he was doing that, and she was like, "Go away." She's like, "Get away from me." I had a little kerfuffle here in the studio. I had a little kerfuffle. I had to address the situation. Okay, so now everybody knows how to do a fact check, right? If you're going to check somebody's facts, make sure you check your own shit first. That's simple. Then you don't get made a fool of on Twitter like I made a fool out of that guy. He made it all too easy. You're going to put up something. Of course, you're not going to link to it. You're going to take a screenshot of it. So I can't go check it myself easily. I'm just going to look at your fucking screenshot, and that's what I did. I'm like, hey, that says April 20th on it, dude. Your Politifact comes from April 20th. Last I checked, this was August. You know? August 15th. Nowhere near April. I bet you the dude blocks me. That's what people do when I prove them wrong with facts. And I show them that their own facts prove them wrong. How funny is that? It was that guy's own fact that proved him wrong. He's the one that said this is from April 20th. Oh, well, that proves that you're wrong, bro. You didn't even see that, did you? You were in such a hurry. You had such a little boner to try to prove me wrong that you ended up just proving yourself wrong. Do you guys want to see it? I'll pull that shit up, son. I'll pull that shit up. I don't know what account I was tweeting it from, though. You'd think it would come up under my notifications, right? From the people that I follow. But of course, it's not going to show me anything from Nays Garden. No. Nothing from Nays Garden is popping up. Okay, that's fucking weird. It's like Nays Garden doesn't even exist on my Twitter feed, bro. There's Nays Garden show, which that may have been what it was. No. So it's got to be Nays Garden. All right, Nays Garden. Not catching COVID. Oh no, I'm sorry. Catching COVID results in a 40% increased risk of becoming diabetic. Another tweet that Jimmy Dore will never see. Voters who believe Trump never lies question Biden's mental health. Lord have mercy. That's it. I found it. This was from a white check dude with more than 250,000 followers on Twitter. Check this shit out. Why is it showing that instead of the chat? That's weird. Would that be the chat right there? Alright, here we go.
Hippie chick. I'm going back to work. We'll hashtag keep it open. Have a great show.
Alright, so, this person, Matthew Dowd, said, voters who believe Trump never lies, which is hilarious because that's provable that he lies. I can't believe that any of the supporters believe that the man never lies. You know, they say, well, he might lie, but, you know, he's lying to tell everyone to go fuck themselves. So I support that. I support his lies. That's more like a Trump supporter. People who say Trump never lies are just... they must have a very, 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 very low IQ. You can say the man lies and still support him. You know? I mean, didn't Jesus Christ tell people he was the Son of God? Did he say that? Did Jesus Christ actually say that? Well, then he's a fucking liar, too. And look at how many people follow that motherfucker. Anyway, voters who believe Trump never lies don't believe in climate change, think the election was stolen, don't believe in vaccines, think evolution is a lie, and follow any of a number of conspiracies, then also question Biden's mental health. Lord have mercy. So, I would say this. That's all bullshit. I'm not even going to address it point for point. That entire tweet is bullshit point for point, okay? Not true. Nothing he said is true. Now, you could say some Trump supporters might think that way, but you can't say voters who believe Trump never lies. Don't believe in climate change. Think the election was stolen. Don't believe in vaccines. I mean, you just go down the list. You can't say that because it's not possibly true. It's just hyperbolic and stupid. So that's not even the person that I ended up getting into it over. But my response to that tweet was, it should come up, and I don't know why it doesn't. It's so weird. It's so weird, but there should be a reply from me right here that says, so this guy said, then also questioned Biden's mental health. And I said, he forgot he shook hands 1 second later, deep thinker, to that dude. So this other person says, a quick search shows this is misleading and was edited to fit a false narrative. Right? But if you look, it says April 20th. It says April 20th. We're talking about something that happened last week. Right? Another handshaking, situation involving Joe Biden. Something different. So, this goes very short, but video shows that Biden was actually pointing at the audience behind him with his whole hand. What? That doesn't even make sense. He had his hand in front of him. What that says, it doesn't even make sense, right? Because it's not the same situation. It's not the same incident. It's another incident altogether. This is from April 20th. Happy 420 on that. So this says false. And I said, show me the wave, Nancy Drew. So I put up the video. I'm like, he's not motioning to anybody. He's not acknowledging anybody. And I called it a wave. And here's the video so you guys can see it. Here's the fucking video. Because I put links to my shit when I tweet. I don't put fucking pictures. Here's Joe Biden. Look, he's sticking up his hand again.
Now our great speaker, our partner, who all of these bills...
You see what Joe Biden did there with his hand? Shakes his hand. Shakes his hand. He's like, puts his hand up again.
Now our great speaker, our partner, who all...
He's like, are you going to shake my hand now, bro? Dude, he just shook your hand, you weird motherfucker. Fucking handsy Joe bitch. Here, you guys want to see it again? Here it is one more time, man. Shakes his hand, shakes that guy's hand, goes over to shake her hand, Joe Biden puts his hand up again.
Now our great speaker,
and now he puts his hand up on his chin because he realizes he's a fucking idiot. He forgot that he had just shaken the man's hand. And so I put the video up, right? Of course, there's no response. And then I say this, April 20th, deep thinker, watch the video. That was the interaction. I thought it was pretty cool. But you know what? I can't even see that interaction from my other channels. Unless I go looking for it. It doesn't pop up on my feed. And that's crazy because I'm following Naysguard. And that shows you how that algorithm is working. So, yeah, nobody sees what I say. And when you guys retweet it, I don't know if you retweet it enough, I guess people see it, but a couple retweets probably doesn't do anything.
Mexi Williams definitely went in for a handshake.
Definitely went in for a handshake. For a second one. For a second handshake. And I'm just saying, the guy forgot that he just shook the dude's hand. And that dude was saying, Politifact says no. And I'm like, Politifact is talking about something that happened on April 20th, dude.
Mexi Williams. Yeah, LOL.
Right? Everybody's so quick to try to say that I'm not checking my facts. And I did check that account. They had like 200 followers or something, you know. I always check that before I interact with people.
Megsy Williams. I always check dates.
California's warning of some disaster larger than any in world history. Earth warms, a massive California flood, a mega flood gets more likely, one that would swamp Los Angeles, displace millions, and cause historic damage. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I agree. I concur. And I've told you about this. I was like, we're going to have, as it gets hotter, we're going to have massive water events like you've never seen before. But, it's very simple how that works. You know, as it gets hotter, more moisture is evaporated up into the atmosphere. That creates more water with more increased heat, which is a recipe for disaster. That's it. That's all it is. And the hotter it gets, the more moisture for a while that we're going to have in the atmosphere, creating superstorms of which we've never seen before, the likes of which we've never seen before. Mega flood. Dude.
Megsy Williams. Freezing here in front of the heater and blankets.
A new study says that as the earth warms, a massive California flood gets more likely, one that would swamp Los Angeles, displace millions, and cause historic damage. Mega drought may be the main weather concern across the West right now amid the constant threat of wildfires and earthquakes. But a new study warns another crisis is looming in California. Mega floods. Bye! Bye-bye! Climate change is increasing the risk of floods that could submerge cities and displace millions of people across the state, according to a study released Friday. It says that an extreme month-long storm could bring feet of rain, in some places more than 100 inches, to hundreds of miles of California. Similarly, unrelenting storms have happened in the past before the region became home to tens of millions of people. So it's happened before. Now, each degree of global warming is dramatically increasing the odds and size of the next mega flood, the study says. Huh, that's what I just told you. I'm as smart as a study. Isn't that funny? You just watch some crazy guy hitting his bong. That people don't like me enough to watch this show, but you know what, man? I make as much sense as a freaking study that probably cost millions of dollars to conduct. Weather hazards linked to nearly 60% of human diseases. When floods hit in a warmer planet, the storm sequence is bigger in almost every respect. There's more rain overall, more intense rainfall on an hourly basis, and stronger wind. In fact, the study found that climate change makes such catastrophic flooding twice as likely to occur. Oh, it's getting warm in here, man. That's because I got the game running. And I closed my door, but my mom just left, so I opened my door. Woo, that cold air feels good. Massive statewide floods have occurred every century or two in California over the past millennia, and today's risk of such events has been substantially underestimated. Long before climate change, California's Great Flood of 1862 stretched up to 300 miles long and 60 miles across. According to the study, a similar flood now would displace 5 million to 10 million people, cut off the state's major freeways for perhaps weeks or months with massive economic damage, and submerge major Central Valley cities as well as parts of LA. The study expands upon the 2010 arc storm scenario, which is named after the atmospheric rivers of moisture that would fuel the flood, one of biblical proportions. This is the first part of a plan to revisit that scenario, known as Arc Storm 2.0. Massive California flood would be a $1 trillion disaster. It's estimated that a flood like the one that happened in 1862 would be a $1 trillion disaster, according to UCLA. Parts of cities such as Sacramento, Stockton, Fresno, and LA would be underwater, even with today's extensive collection of reservoirs, levees, and bypasses. It is estimated that it would be a $1 trillion disaster, larger than any in world history, according to the statement. With drought and wildfire getting so much attention, Californians may have lost sight of extreme flooding, Swain said in the release. There's potential for bad wildfires every year in California, but a lot of years go by when there's no major flood news. People forget about it. The researchers used new high-resolution weather models and existing climate models to compare two extreme scenarios, according to UCLA, one that would occur about once a century in the historical climate of recent decades, and another in the projected climate of 2100, the year 2100. So, 80 years from now. Both would involve a long series of storms fueled by atmospheric rivers over the course of a month. Atmospheric rivers are ribbons of water vapor that extend thousands of miles from the tropics to the western.
Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Naysgarden, at Naysgarden Show, at Truthian News for the full podcast experience. YouTube channel at Truthian News on Twitter.
Atmospheric rivers are ribbons of water vapor that extend thousands of miles from the tropics to the western U.S. at 250 to 375 miles wide. They provide the fuel for the massive rain and snowstorms that can cause flooding along the west coast. Though beneficial for water supplies, such events can wreak havoc on travel, bring deadly mudslides, and cause catastrophic damage to life and property. Studies show that climate change will make atmospheric rivers warmer, more intense, and more frequent. Friday's study was published in the peer-reviewed journal Science Advances, a publication of the American Association for the Advancement of Science. So it was a peer-reviewed study. That's from USA Today. Interesting, man. It's interesting until it happens, and then it just sucks. Because there's no recourse. There's nothing we can do about it.
I'm good right here all night long.
Uh, oh.
Joel Froggy. Do you ever drink alcohol?
No. I find it hurts me more than helps me, you know. I've weighed the, the costs and the benefits, and I've come to the conclusion that alcohol sucks my dick. What do you think? What do you think about that? Let's see. What am I gonna do here? Am I gonna check this out? Because I haven't even played with my skin yet, bruh. I haven't played with my skin, bruh. I don't want to jump in there. Do a little kill. How many people are watching the show? I don't know now. I can't see the chat. There it is. Ooh, okay.
Megsy Williams. Hashtag
smoke.
cheers.
I could smoke a little bit more here, but then kill. I'll sing while I kill with my new bot skin. Dude, I'm gonna be Terminator, bro. I'm gonna play as the Terminator robot. I fucking can't wait to do that shit. It's gonna be fucking awesome. All right. It'll be interesting to see blood spurting out of the fucking Terminator robot, you know? No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody.
Lisa Fernie. Hey nay.
Hi, Lisa.
Doc Hollandaisy. I'm still here, brother. Doc Hollandaisy. Cheers.
All right.
Lisa Fernie. Cheers.